You took these stories that sound scary and then put them in the words of church mice so that we can hear them in a different way. I mean, we have stories of two widows, right? We have the widow of Zarephath who is asked to give the last of her food for a stranger. And we have the widow in the temple who Jesus commends for giving the last of her money away. And these both feel like we are giving something up, and so they scare us. But they reminded us that even, and especially in scary stories, that we need to remember who it is that we are listening to and who it is that is asking and who it is that wants something for us. Because as they said, God is our King. And it is God speaking in Jesus who is speaking of this widow, and it is God speaking through Elijah, his prophet, that this is God, our Creator. God, the one who created everything, including us. God, the giver. God, the lover of all creation. God, who loves us beyond measure and gives us too many gifts for us to count. And so they reminded us that God, our King, doesn't want our flour and oil. And God, our King, doesn't want our money. It's already His. It's already His. He's the one that gave us these things. It's all His already. Everything we are and everything we have are God's. And our young people reminded us that what God wants for us and what God asks is He wants us all. Every bit and every moment. And what God wants for us is to know what the joy of being and growing into who He made us to be, who we really are. Beloved of heaven. Loved by God. Children of eternity. And He longs for us to know the life that He intended, the joy of generosity, the freedom of being able to give, of being part of His work to mend the universe and ensure that all His children are cared for, all His oh so many children that He loves just as much as He loves you and loves me. And to be part of His work for justice and equity. As they said, it makes a difference who's talking to us, right? It makes a difference who it is that's listening, that we're listening to, and who it is who has something in mind for us. It is God who loves us, God who cares for us, God who has chosen you, God who has claimed you, God who has made you part of His family, God who created you, and God who has given you everything, even heaven. And so, they reminded us it makes a difference. That God doesn't want from us, God wants for us. To know what it is to be beloved. Children of the Most High God. Inheritors of heaven. God wants so much for us. Thanks be to God.